Ruby and Holly chased a bright yellow butterfly across the green expanse of their backyard, their laughter echoing in the warm afternoon air. As the butterfly fluttered over the fence, their game came to a halt. Their gaze fell upon their elderly neighbor, Mr. Fitzwilliam, who was standing in his garden, looking overwhelmed. The once beautiful flower beds were choked with weeds, and a thick blanket of fallen leaves covered what was left of the lawn. He sighed, leaning heavily on his rake, the task clearly too much for him to handle alone. The sisters exchanged a meaningful look. Without a word, they knew what they had to do. Pushing open the small gate that connected their yards, the girls approached their neighbor. "Mr. Fitzwilliam," Ruby began softly, "we were wondering if you'd like some help with your garden." Holly nodded eagerly beside her, her small hands ready for work. A look of surprise, followed by a warm, grateful smile, spread across Mr. Fitzwilliam's face. "Why, that would be wonderful, girls," he said, his voice gentle. "Thank you." Energized by his acceptance, the sisters set to work immediately. A cheerful montage began, showing Ruby expertly raking the scattered leaves into a massive, rustling pile, while Holly diligently gathered fallen twigs and branches, stacking them neatly. They moved to a choked flower bed, working side by side to gently but firmly pull the stubborn weeds, freeing the delicate flowers beneath. From his porch swing, Mr. Fitzwilliam watched them, his heart swelling with appreciation. A little while later, he emerged from his house carrying a tray with 3 tall glasses of frosty lemonade, a sweet reward for their hard work. As they sat sipping their lemonade, something remarkable happened. A few other children from the neighborhood who had been playing nearby noticed the scene. One boy, named Leo, cautiously walked over. "Can we help too?" he asked, pointing towards a patch of overgrown bushes. Soon, another child, and then another, joined in. Inspired by Ruby and Holly's simple act of kindness, a small team of neighborhood kids had assembled. The yard was suddenly filled with a buzz of activity as the group worked together, laughing and chatting. They tidied the entire garden, their combined effort making light work of the daunting task. The small ripple of kindness had grown into a wave of community spirit. By the time the sun began to dip towards the horizon, the garden was completely transformed. The lawn was clear, the flower beds were pristine, and the bushes were neatly trimmed. Mr. Fitzwilliam stood in the middle of his renewed sanctuary, looking at the group of children with eyes shimmering with joy. "Thank you," he said, his voice thick with emotion as he addressed the small crowd. "You've all given me such a wonderful gift." His heartfelt gratitude was the only payment they needed. The children beamed with pride, their faces glowing in the evening light. As dusk settled, Ruby and Holly walked back towards their home, their steps light and their hearts full. "It feels really good to help, doesn't it?" Holly said, looking up at her older sister. Ruby squeezed her hand and smiled. "It really does." They turned for one last look at Mr. Fitzwilliam's yard, where he was now happily watering his newly freed roses, humming a cheerful tune. They had learned a valuable lesson that day. One small, simple act of kindness has a power to grow, inspiring others and bringing an entire community closer together. So, look around you. Who in your neighborhood could use a helping hand? A single thoughtful gesture can be the spark that lights up the world for someone else.